Hello everybody, this is Lara from Pure Elliott Wave with your almost always Monday to Friday update for Bitcoin and XRP. Didn't find the time to get this done for you yesterday, but here we are today. Before I get into Bitcoin's technical analysis, if you're not already subscribed, I recommend you do so because I'm going to be giving you my 16 years experience, 11 of which as a chartered market technician, for free for Bitcoin and XRP, Monday to Friday, and I've been training Jack Frost and he will be giving you Ethereum and Solana Tuesday to Saturday. I have been expecting from these lows back here on the 5th of July an upward swing to resistance, most likely. That's what we're getting, and I have been saying don't expect price to move in a straight line. These upward swings like this one here can be choppy and overlapping, and now, I said yesterday, a technical term, we're in downward chop. So not a technical term, but okay. Today, the 25th of July, so far is forming a bullish long lower wick. It's only 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so there's still quite a way to go to midnight. We're just about halfway through the session, so I can't really draw a conclusion from this, but the last completed candlestick has a bearish upper wick, so it's unsurprising we got a continuation of downward movement for this current session. If the bullish long lower wick stays, and I'd expect that this short little downward movement may very well be complete, and I'd expect upward movement to resume tomorrow. But if the bullish wick doesn't stay and we get a decent red body on this candlestick, then we may see some more downward movement tomorrow, and if we do, I will look for support at 60,700. so it depends on how the current session for the 25th ends. When price gets up to resistance 71,500 to 73,100, let's see how it behaves. If it does close above resistance at 73,100, I would wait to see 2 or 3 days up and away above that point in order to have confidence that there is an upward breakout and that there's not a false upward breakout, because these rectangles are plagued by numerous false breakouts. There was a false downward breakout here, extended the area of the support for the rectangle down to 58,200. Another false downward breakout here as price closed below prior support at 7th of July, very quickly returned back above that area on the 8th, and now it's moving up back within the rectangle. So I am expecting overall upward movement to continue to this resistance area, and I think when we get back up here, it's quite likely we're going to see an upward breakout, because the longer these consolidations go on, the closer you are to the end. And this one is very mature and it's achieved its purpose. Volume is declining as price falls. Downward movement on a downward swing may be expected to end with strong volume, but within an upward swing, a little pullback within an upward swing, I'd expect weaker volume. So that's what this looks like now. ADX is declining. There's no clear trend. For the previous downward swing to support, ADX reached extreme, but not very extreme. RSI is neutral, as is money flow. ATR was increasing as price started to move up off the last low from the 5th of July. Now it's declining as price moves a little bit lower, which supports the view, along with declining volume, that these few downward sessions are just a little bit of a chop, a bit of a pullback within an ongoing upward swing to resistance, or potentially toward a break above resistance. ADX tells us there's no clear trend, so if we revert to a model of stochastics plus support and resistance, I'd expect the upward trend overall to continue until price reaches resistance. It hasn't got there yet. The short little pullback has not brought stochastics out of overbought, so we might need another 1 or 2 downward sessions to do that before price is ready to turn around and have another go toward resistance. For the very short term for XRP, from the low of the 5th of July up to the high on the 17th of July, there's what looks like a pretty good looking 5-wave structure. This is an impulse. It's labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it looks like a really good impulse. 5 steps forward should be followed by 3 steps back, and the preferred area for support most likely is the log function of the 0.618 Fibonacci ratio. I apply a log function to the ratio to give a target to account for the extreme volatility of cryptocurrency markets. I don't do this for other markets. So 0.4649 may be where this 3-step back pattern ends for a second wave correction. When the second wave correction is complete, a third wave up will be expected to show an increase in upward momentum, volume and range. The second wave may not move beyond the start of the first, below 0.3838. A little bit more upward movement for the last session sees this upward movement labelled mini wet wave B now looking like a pretty good 3-wave structure: A, B, C. So it's possibly complete there, and we may be seeing downward movement now for Minuet Wave C. At the last low for the 5th of July, a very bullish hammer candlestick pattern with a very bullish long lower wick told us to expect an end to this downward swing and a trend change. The change is from down now to up. That's pretty obvious, and now ADX is caught up and it's telling us there's an upward trend. Let's have a look at the strength or weakness in this upward movement. If this is a B wave with an ongoing A, B, C downward move, then the B wave should exhibit weakness. Price would need to break below support at 55 cents though in order to reach the Elliott Wave target, and if it does break below support there, the next support would be about 46 cents. So if my expectations for this 3-step back pattern are wrong, they may be with support too low. Price may not be able to break down below 55 cents now. This is an area of significant support and resistance. Some testing here, a little bit of a pullback before it was able to break through, moves up and away, back test of support at 55 cents, now moving up and away, but with weakness, suggesting we may get another back test of support about 55 cents before price is able to move up and away with real confidence. Volume supported upward movement to the last high for XRP. For the very short term, there is a little bit of strength in these recent upward movements compared with downward sessions, but they are overall declining, and this last completed green candlestick is weaker than this green candlestick a couple of days prior. So there is some weakness in terms of volume in the last few days' weak upward movement. ADX tells us there's an upward trend. It's extreme but not very extreme, quite a long way to go before this trend may be in danger territory. RSI reached overbought, so it's unsurprising we're getting a little bit of a pullback and a back test of support at 55 cents, which provided previous resistance. RSI is back now in neutral. There's room again for upward movement to continue. Money flow got really close to overbought. It's still reasonably in neutral. ATR, however, continuing to show an increase, so there's a bit of weakness in terms of volume, but not volatility. Volatility still favours the bullish side for XRP. If I'm wrong in my expectation for this pullback, my area of support on the Elliott Wave count may be too low. Price might not be able to break below support again at 55 cents. Let's see. That's it from me today with a quick update for you, and I hope you're all having a lovely day.